welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 390 of the Fret Talk podcast. 390, gosh dang it. That is a lot of episodes of the Fret Talk podcast. You are joined this week, of course, by Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You are also joined this week by Lee Padabadababadoo. Say hi, Lee. I mean, what the fuck? Just always it is a crazy and new experience with our Lee Padabadabadoo.
You never know what to expect.
No, yeah, always keep them guessing.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I hope you're all awesome.
Indeed. Oh, it's cold as balls, man. Like,
mate, it's colder here.
It probably would be, but I'm expecting that the weather will start warming up, and it does it for about 2 days, and then goes, nah, fuck you, and just like frosty cars and shit.
It was -10 the other day, right? And it was cold. It was 1 degree today, and I felt so cold. Like colder than I did when it was -10. It's because the moisture starts coming back.
Of course.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Just cold and wet and miserable. But that's not what we're having this week.
About your sex life.
Wah, wah. But that's not what we're talking about this week. Like my sex life or the weather. We're talking about we're talking about guitar stuff, and it's like, let's face it, it's the dregs of the NAMM news by now, because no one's releasing anything this close to like being after NAMM. So it's like NAMM dregs this week.
So how much did you and Matt get through last week?
Yeah, a fair bit. I think if I look back on the spreadsheet, which I'm keeping this year, which will save me some fucking problems, we did the MXR 50th anniversary, we did the PV preamp pedals, the Epiphone Les Paul standards, 50s and 60s. I think we might not have covered that. And the Behringer pedals, the Chorus Symphony and the Octavia. So
right, okay.
Yeah.
What I really need to know right now is what is.
Are you going to go my way?
Oh. What is the shit news of the week?
What, for this week?
Yeah, man.
Before we do that, we've got we mention our sponsor, don't we? We talk about Mr. Affordable Board.
Well, we could have just worked from that lovely segue.
No, Lee. There's me spray bottle. Badly.
Badly.
Yeah, badly. Indeed. Truly, badly, deeply. Oh, dear.
Madly. Yeah, for sure.
And so let's mention our sponsor, because we are contractually obliged to do this. But it's also he's also a lovely chap. I love our James over at Affordable. So affordable.co.uk brings you stuff. They bring you pedals from Demon Effects, JSA-FX, Mosky, Joyo, 4D, Kalo, Nux, Moval, Chord, Varve, and AM Effects. At amazing prices. They are a UK company with all their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. Check them out at affordable.co.uk. I think they're down to the last couple of those really cool cheap boutique pedals. The ones that were a third off resale. So yeah, if you wanna pick up the last bits of that sale, check it out at affordable.co.uk. And by the time that this podcast is out, he will probably be getting his Marshall JCM 800 pedal back, which I am totally indebted for, and we will definitely talk about a little bit later on, because I did a demo. I did a demo covering that pedal in 2 different ways this week. But
are you doing one for PBOD?
No, I'm not doing one for PBOD. It's gone back. It's gone back. Well, I suppose I could jerry rig in some of the the footage that I did for for my channel. Just be like,
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's put it up an octave or something.
Just pitch it up. Oh dear. Yeah, so we will talk about that pedal a little bit later on. I was really impressed. I gotta be honest. I think
spoilers.
Oh yeah, shit. Whoops. Go watch the video. First of all, we're going to mention some shit news because that's the way of the world, and we left ourselves a little bit without this week because the shit news of this week is entirely superficial. Superficial, yes. We've run out of actual shit news, and just like hands up before I even start this news, I don't think that this guitar is shit. I just don't particularly like the finish. So there's that. So we'll talk about the Jackson lineup that was announced at NAMM, but it's mainly the one guitar that I disliked. So they're re-releasing the Surfcaster, which is kind of like Jazzmaster if metal, and so they're re-releasing those. But they're also doing an X Series Dinky, a DK1A, with these incredibly loud finishes. So we've got
it's kind of like a metal Andy Warhol, isn't it?
Well, funnily enough, it says Jackson X Series DK1A Warhol. So okay. it's designed to look like that. I mean, you've got one that looks a bit like the Zakk Wylde Bullseye, and then there's another one that's like a green pinstripe kind of thing. But it is it's specifically the Warhol one that I think looks shit. And the reason why is basically when I grew up playing the guitar, there were a spate of kind of shitty, cheap guitars that had this kind of, like you think of like the Emily the Strange Epiphone Les Paul. It wasn't a Les Paul, it was an SG, wasn't it? And it was just, it had this like weird kind of vinyl sticker that was then lacquered over. There was...
I remember these. A lot of the cheap brands went for stuff like this as well.
They did, yeah.
I remember there was some Encores that had like flames.
Yeah.
On like flames coming up the body and stuff like that. And it was just, it didn't look very good, especially after some time as well.
Yeah. And it was the really kind of cost-effective way of getting graphics onto a guitar. And because of that...
Tell you what, though, that Jackson X Series Surfcaster, the black one, it looks amazing.
Yeah, like the Surfcasters look legit, don't they? The one with the what's that called them? The shark tooth inlays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really, because the rest of it's black, it really does look like teeth.
It does, yeah.
Looks like you struggle to switch the pickups and turn the volume up and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're just staring into an abyss, like hoping for the best.
You go to turn it up and your hand gets sucked into a black hole.
So... Legit.
That was only one pickup anyway. They went for that for safety reasons. One pickup, one knob.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you can't see anything. So I think the Warhol DK1A is the one this week. The specs on it aren't particularly great. It's a NATO body, which is the kind of... like it's
NATO?
NATO, yes. I know it's spelled Nyato, but it's pronounced NATO. There was a whole thing, like my Harley Benton Fusion's made out of it. It's basically like a mahogany substitute.
Wait, you might want to stop taking the piss out of it then if it's part of NATO, because the rest of the NATO will join in and kick your ass.
The fingerboard is Amaranth, which, sure. Maple neck. So, like, all of these specs... on like in terms of like the woods, scream £200-300 guitar, and this is like 500 quid. It's got a Floyd Rose Special, which are not the good ones, and then like Jackson high output humbucker, and then a rail humbucker in the neck. It's all kind of
special in name alone.
Yes, yeah, it's special in with the.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
You know, but
I know exactly where you're going, and I am pointing my huge finger at you. Do not say it.
But yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's the lower achieving cousin of the original Floyd Rose.
He went there.
I was nice about it. Come on. I was nice about it. But yeah, like the finish as well, it just reminds me of those like cheap, shitty, like the ones with Union Jacks on them as well. Like there'd be a Strat with Union Jack, but it would be like a vinyl print.
No, it was always like a 335 style guitar.
Yeah. I remember seeing them actually. There was like an Aria that had that, and
that was it. Yeah. And that was sick, man. That was really nice.
Yeah. But I think that one was painted, I think, whereas like there were some really cheap like vinyl laminate thing over the top. And
man,
I'm sure it's fire.
One on Reverb for 250 quid.
Oh, that's not a bad price actually, is it really? Not a bad price. And considering that's a good paint job as well, actually. It's probably
kind of want one.
Well, 250 quid there, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a position to be buying those at the moment. But look at that. That is wicked next to that Vox.
It is, yeah. Oh, it's legitimately cool, which this Warhol is not.
No, it's not.
It just screams of like cheap, despite it being like 500 quid. Well, more than 500 quid, closer to 5.5, basically.
All right, let's play devil's advocate, though.
Okay.
The Dinkies are good guitars.
They are. And H kind of S is a like a pickup config that I'd be down with. But
it's HH, just one of them's a mini humbucker.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of HS, because mini humbuckers, like the rail humbuckers, they never sound as thick and as full as a normal humbucker, but they've done it for the reason that Joe Satriani does it, is the fact that if you've got a neck humbucker with a 24 fret guitar, it never sounds quite as full as a neck humbucker on a 22 fret guitar, because the magnetic field isn't sitting at the right place. Whereas you can kind of counteract that with a bladed single.
Oh, I never knew that. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's say I never thought about it. I just avoid them. Yeah, I just avoid them.
Yeah,
I've got 24 frets on my Strandberg, and the pickups sound great.
It's wonky frets though, isn't it? It's wonky frets.
Wonky frets.
That's it.
Yeah, but the fretboard's straight at the end.
Is it? Does the fretboard not cut? Like have an angle on it?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
It's next to me, but it's in the bag, and I can't bother to get it out. Let me find a picture.
Oh my god, that's the peak of like 21st century living, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if I have to stand up, the likelihood is I'm going to make a lot of noise for the podcast and knock over some of my setup.
Yeah. So, yeah, ideally don't do that. But that's our shit news for this week, because I didn't like the finish. I don't think it's going to be winning any shit news overall. I don't think come the end of the year we're going to be saying, oh, that Andy Warhol inspired Dinky was really shit. When
it is somewhat angled, not as angled as the fret itself.
Okay,
but it's definitely angled.
Cool. And I mean, I don't play that. I've not played a strum, but I've played one, and I don't necessarily affiliate myself with Stromberg all that heavily, and you're playing this every time, and I'm the one who got the angled thing. You right?
Yeah, I'm playing it for the playability of it. You're playing it. You're just looking at it.
Yeah, I suppose
You
I
have
am.
to
Yeah,
watch me play it.
I don't have to watch you play. I choose to.
Right.
Right. Let's.
May I divulge upon our listeners some huge news?
You can.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some more big news for you. Oh, there goes my phone. Concerning myself. And hopefully it helps the community as well. So I divulged upon you all that I am now working for Fawn Sound Labs, which is a brand new pedal company.
Yes.
And I'm helping them to do all the marketing of their brand new range, but also developing new pedals and coming up with new ideas and so on and so forth, which is great.
Yeah.
Because I will eventually be asking you for input on that. But I also have another job within the industry, and it is with the pedalboard company Rockboard.
Nice.
Yes. So this is really cool because it's like well up my my pedal street. it's quite up the street, isn't it? You know, that if there's two things I know a lot about, it's pedals and pedalboards.
Yeah. I mean, with a group called Pedalboards of Doom, you got to know a little bit about at least one of those things, don't you?
Yeah, that's the idea. Isn't it? So why Rockboard? So Rockboard really appealed to me because they don't just make pedal boards; they make a whole range of paraphernalia that goes with pedals and pedal boards, and their ingenuity is brilliant. But they have literally said to me, "Any ideas you have, bring them to us. We will consider them." And if we want to, if we think it's a good idea, we'll definitely put it through at least the very first stage of manufacturing, put it to our engineers, and see how we go from there.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So they're literally taking any idea I have into consideration.
Yeah.
And I have lists. I've been so they're based out in Germany, and for the last 4 weeks, I've been down here working with them in their awesome office, because it's Rockboard is owned by Warwick,
Yeah.
so it's amazing. I've been like working with all this fantastic bass stuff, but obviously Warwick and Famous are more or less the same company, so you've got guitar building and stuff here as well. Like this place is amazing. It really is. Like I've never worked in a place quite this amazing before, and like most of it is powered just by them burning the woods shavings from making guitars and stuff like that. And the immense amount of solar panels. You can't look anywhere without seeing solar panels. It's crazy.
I mean,
So
that in and of itself is a company to get behind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. We've got full-on video editing team there, video creation team I've been working with there over the last few weeks. We've got they've got a huge distribution company as well, which is called W Distribution, and they do distribution into Europe for like many big brands. And you can go on. They've got a shop as well. I think it's called W Distribution Shop. I'll have to look into that as well. I mean, there's a lot of information I've been taking in the last few weeks. But if you're in Europe, you can go ahead and buy strictly from their shop as well, which is pretty damn cool. But back to the pedal boards, which is my area of expertise and where I'm working. We've got a couple of things that I really am going to be working hard on. One is
he said harder.
Yes. One is, they have a lot of additions that you can add to the pedal boards.
Yeah.
The biggest one being the mods. So on the back of the pedal boards, there are these holes where they sell these mods that you can add in. So the most basic one, Mod V1, is a patch bay.
Yeah.
Which if I remember rightly, it's got 5 TRSs in and out, obviously, and an XLR and a power. Kettle lead.
Yeah.
So the 3-pin kettle lead, whatever you call it in your country, I don't know. Everyone calls it something different. Is it IEC lead?
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
IEC, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Kettle lead. Yeah.
Yeah, kettle lids, what we all call kettle lids, because that's what the old kettles used to be plugged in with. So you've got that's on one of the mods, but then you've got other ones which are like transmitters. You've got ones that deal with MIDI. You've got one that is a power bank, an isolated power bank.
Nice.
These all fit to your board, and some of the boards have more than one slot. In fact, many of the boards have more than one slot. One of the boards has 6 slots. So they're pretty bloody cool.
Yeah.
So the plan is over the next few weeks, or months, I'm going to be putting together, because I'm going to be working at home, back in my studio. I'm going to take a load of gear with me, and I'm going to be building up some boards. I'm going to be using my own pedals to build up these boards, and I'm going to document putting them together so you can see all the different things. It's bloody cool, man. I tell you, the stuff they've got their own power supplies, which are very, very good and very reasonably priced. They've got like LED lamps that come over your pedal boards in the nicest possible way, which you can change the brightness and the color from. So if you're gigging, you can see everything that's on your board, and they tuck away nicely as well, and that they attach directly to the pedal boards as well. The mods and some of the other stuff can actually be retrofitted to other boards as well. So if you want to, you can take like the flange off of the mod that you use to bolt it to the pedal board, and then you can just like pin that to your pedal board, like Velcro it down if you want.
Okay, so it's like the opposite of Apple, that keep you all within their ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was watching a video the other day of a guy who was talking about how he had built his pedal board. He was into live looping.
Yeah.
And he built one of these boards that has like a mixer on it and stuff like that. So that was really cool. But he'd made it himself out of plywood, and he'd fitted the Mod 1 on. No, he fitted the Mod 3 onto it. And it was really, really cool. I mean, you got to check out these mods. They are fantastic. But they've got loads of things that are really clever. Like they've got these little handles that just fit onto the sides of the pedal boards, and it just makes the pedal board easier to pick up.
Look, really sensible, but isn't an industry standard.
Yeah, and then they've got really silly little things that are fantastically clever. Like they've got these covers that go over the LEDs, and they've got a little bit of 3M tape on the other side. And you just put it over your extra bright LEDs, and it still allows you to see it, but it doesn't blind you.
Yeah, it doesn't a little bit.
Yeah, they've got 2 versions of that. One is just a little white cap, and the other one is like a crystal, like you would get on an Origin Effects 1170. The 1176, the Caddy 76. Sorry. So yeah, you can put that like crystal effect on any pedal, which is really nice.
Yeah.
What else have they got? They've got like little clips that go onto your cables that color code your cables. So in the pack, you get like 5 different colors, 2 of each, and you just clip them at either end, and you can tell where the cable starts and finishes. And for anyone who uses a loop switcher, you'll know that is really handy.
Yeah.
So there's loads and loads of things that they do. They've got flight cases. They've got really good carry cases that come with all the bags. But like I say, they've also got flight cases that you can get for them. Just generally speaking, very well thought out, and they've got new stuff upcoming, which I really want to tell you about, and I can't, obviously. But I'm thinking that the new things that are coming up are just killer. Like really, really will step your pedal board up to be like an ultimate machine. So yeah, before I start going into any spoilers, that's where we're at with that. But the other thing that they have, which is fucking amazing,
Yes.
is their board configurator, which is like a pedal board planner.
Yeah.
So most of us have used the pedal board planners from different companies, but none of the pedal board planners that I've used have this level of depth to it. So what they're doing is we literally have one guy whose job it is to scour the internet, find new pedals that he's never heard of, and to add them to this board configurator. That's his
Nice.
whole job. Every day, Ray sits there and he goes through, and every time I walk past his computer, I'm like, "Oh, what's that one? Oh, what's that one?" Because at the moment they've got 10,000 pedals on there.
Shit, mate.
Yeah, 10,000 pedals, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's a lot of pedals." And he has to go through, and for each pedal, he has to go through and try to find two YouTube videos about it, two reviews about it, written reviews. He has to get exactly the right measurements. The
Yeah.
guy knows the exact measurements off by heart now of all the different Hammond enclosures because everyone uses
Yeah,
Hammond.
they're a standard, aren't they?
Yeah, he's like, no, I know what size that is, and like he's measured like how much extra width the jacks give to it and stuff like that, and like how big the knobs stick out and stuff like that, and the foot switches and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can put the exact measurements on there, even if they don't exist online. Yeah, it's amazing. So when you go in and you configure your board, like you can choose from any of the Rockboard boards, or you can put in your custom size as well. Yeah, you can add your input source, you can add your output source, and once you've put it all together, you can add routing, including power and MIDI. It's all. I mean, I've been putting some boards together on there because we've got this thing called genre boards, and I've just been not just, but some of my task has been to sit there and come up with boards for like classic rock and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, all right, this is well good fun.
Sound.
I'm just sitting there making boards, like virtual boards. It's so much fun.
Cool. Yeah, it does sound it. Is that on their website then?
Yeah, if you go onto Rockboard, you can find the board configurator on there. You can also find information for all of the stuff they have, all the different boards, all the different mods, all the different extras that they have. A lot of these extras you don't even need to be using their board, but their boards are well cheap.
Nice.
Yeah, and they are rock solid as well. I mean, because they're like, imagine like a pedal train, but like just nicer. It's just really nicer. Pedal trains are a bit boring, aren't they? Just like straight lines and
Yeah, there's a lot of takes on that theme, isn't there?
yeah. So yeah, I would say if you see what we've got and there's something that you think we should be doing, contact me and I will I will see if we can put this forward. So you can hit me up online on Facebook, and you can just say, "Hey Lee, I think this will be not Haley, hey Lee, I think this would be really cool," and I'll add it to my list and put it forward because the more ideas, the better.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Right, let's do a talk about the Black Star debut. heads.
Bit late for that, isn't it? It's not been around for a while, hasn't it?
The debuts, I think the combos have been out for maybe about 2 years. I think we mentioned the debuts in the guitar stuff of the Anam last year.
You are not getting the joke.
What the debut?
Blackstar debut, yeah. So it's a bit late for that. They've been around for a while, haven't they? Huh? Hey?
Way. The reason I wanted to mention these is because they seem pretty fucking good price. They're not a massively exciting amp. They're basically they're
massively.
Massively, yeah. That's you. They're the solid state kind of how would you put it? Like the Katana kind of esque thing.
Well, Katana's a modeler, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does analog circuitry within that as well. The amp part is analog, I think, or was that one of the other ones? Either way, it's
wasn't that the
next tone, weren't it?
Yeah,
might have been. But people rave about the Katanas, and
because I've got the Katanas and the Wazres, and that definitely doesn't have like a transformer or anything in it.
No. But the Katana series have come onto the scene as like a quite reliable, solid state version of an amp solution, isn't it? And generally quite well received. Some people are using them as their kind of their gigging amps. And this, the debut series is Black Star's answer to that. And they've just done a head version of it, which is 100 watt, but 100 watt they've done 100 and a 50 as well, actually. But 100 watt of solid state power. So you're kind of talking loud enough to gig, definitely. But they've also paired it up with a vertical 212 cab, which
I like that.
It looks incredible. So it looks like a kind of a short full stack. But I mean it's the same kind of thing as the regular debuts, like MOSFET driven tubey sound is what they're saying for this one. So it's a little bit less bells and whistles than your Katana, because it's not got 5 different amp models and certain pedals and modulations that you can run into it. It's just a simple overdrive clean channel. It's got the ISF on it because it's a Black Star thing, but you've got your EQ, ISF. You've got your clean channel, your gain channel, and a reverb, basically. It's also got power scaling, so you can go from 100 watt down to 5 watt. So if this was your only amp and you use it for gigging, but also want to use it at home, 5 watt solid state is quiet enough. Pretty sure you'll be all right with that. They come in, they've called it beige, but it's like a kind of, almost like a kind of tweedy colour finish to it, with it's like a beige and oxblood finish, and then you've got the black and kind of tan finish. So they do look really cool. But like I say, the head itself, 288 quid, and then the vertical 212 is 260 quid. So for just over 500 quid, you can have a full sound, full-ish stack looking thing. And yeah, it's
so they're using MOSFETs instead of valves, basically.
Yeah. So they did back in the back in the late 70s, early 80s, when they were moving to like transistor-based amplifiers.
And then everyone was like, "Oh yeah, well these sound better than tubes anyway." And then everyone realised they didn't. And then everyone went back to valves.
I mean, they did, but like in that time, people have gone back to those original like 70s transistor amps and went, actually, these sound really good. Because some of those early transistor amps are kind of heralded as like great sounding amps. It's when they started bringing in this kind of like hybrid thing where they were trying to mix tubes, like mix preamp tubes with like power sections. With like the Marshall AVT series, I think comes to mind for me.
I mean, I remember when I was first starting to play guitar, these type of like transistor amps were everywhere. We were calling them tranny amps at the time, which wasn't meant to be on PC. It was just a nickname, but
Yeah,
it feels very on PC nowadays.
you wouldn't go near it now, but like it wasn't meant in that way.
Exactly, but they were. I mean, they were fine for your bedroom, but
yeah,
you put them on stage next to a valve amp, and it was just like it was trash. I mean, this was the Behringer stuff, the PV Bandit, had Marshall, wasn't the AVT, it was before that, Valve State.
Yeah, the VS series.
Yeah.
They sounded great.
So much money.
They sounded
but it
great.
didn't hold up against a real valve amp. I was gigging one of them for about 6 months, and what did he have? I can't remember what Vince said, but he had some sort of valve amp, and I just, it just didn't cut through. I was just drowned out every night, and I was supposed to have 100 watts, and I think his was 50 or something. It wasn't like we had him full blast. It was crap.
Yeah, but 50 watt of valve versus 50 watt of solid state. 50 watt of solid state is closer to like 20 watt of valve.
I mean, I did play something the other day that was a Class D power amp. My Victories have Class D power amps in them as well.
Yeah.
And they sound fine. They really do sound fine. And for basses, it works really well as well.
Yeah.
Like basses often have Class D power amps. In fact, most bass amps are full transistor.
Yeah. You very rarely get like valve driven bass amps these days. Blackstar don't tend to put like crap stuff out. They give you the best possible quality they can at an affordable price point. So they tend to be like the price that they're asking for it, the quality is above what you'd expect for that.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that they do punch above their price point.
Yeah. So I've got no reason to believe that this would not be a particularly good sounding like alternative, like gigging alternative, and it's going to be light as anything as well. So it could be an alternative for those who want to dip their toes into the kind of solid state gigging, but didn't want the bells and whistles of a katana.
Tell you what though, you would, if you were thinking about getting one, you would have to rethink your pedal board completely, because your drives are going to sound very different into that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've not heard one of these yet. It could sound absolute crap. It probably won't. Like I trust in Blackstar to put out a decent product. I've had good experience with Blackstar. I've got an HT5 somewhere. It's downstairs, isn't it? And I was using that.
Is that now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Valves, yeah.
It is. Exactly, Lee. Exactly. Right. Do I want to mention what I've been up to this week? I think
Yeah,
I do. I think I do because I was quite excited. I did a video that has released today. It will have been out for a couple of days by the time this podcast comes out. It is the Marshall JCM 800 pedal, which we mentioned at the start of the show, which was, of course, sent through to me almost instantaneously by Mr. Affordaboard himself. Like, he saw the announcement at NAMM, went on Anderton's to look and went, oh, actually, they were a lot cheaper than I thought. And then he just pulled the trigger straight away. And then I'd say he probably had it a day or two when he said, like, sent me a message and went, do you want to demo it? Like, yeah, hell yeah, I do. So, like, he's absolutely, like, he's got my back on that. Like, amazing.
So he's not selling them?
No, he's not selling them. He bought one because he quite fancied it and went, I know who will like this. So he sent it to me, which was...
It's the 800, isn't it?
Yeah, the 800, which is, like, for my money, it's the one that makes sense to go for because it's, look, it can do classic enough to go where you'd expect the Super Lead to go, and then it cranks up enough to kind of get close to the higher gain stuff as well. And, like, absolutely phenomenal. It's got such note definition. Even on the high gain stuff, which with a lot of Marshall in a box pedals, I mentioned this in the video itself, but a lot of Marshall in a box pedals, you push up the gain and it gets really compressed and saturated, and you lose that definition. You kind of get met with a wall of noise rather than like individual note definition. But this all the way through the gain. And there are 2 gain controls on it as well. You've got like gain, and then you've got something like
gain and master.
It's called something different. Like it's basically like pre-gain and then like post gain. I think it's like before the tone shaping and after the tone shaping. But you crank both of those, and it's a bit like having like the Plexi normal and bright channel, where if you crank both of them, you start getting the real cooking tones. And
gain sensitivity,
yeah. Yeah, the sensitivity is basically like the post gain. So it's like 2 gain stages. I thought sensitivity would be like a presence kind of thing, but it's 2 gain stages, and it's like wonderfully delicious. You almost get a kind of like fuzzy overtones when you crank it right to the top. But you pare it back a bit and you get some kind of nice pushed clean tones as well. So like it's got a massive range within it, and I was really pleasantly surprised. So we're hearing that now, but out tomorrow on the BudgetPedalChap channel is using that pedal as a preamp, like pushing it directly into a cab sim. So seeing if it does do that thing as well. So
you'd hope so.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? And that's what, like, one of the complaints that people have been putting out about this range is that, like, yes, we want to hear like iconic Marshall amp tones throughout the decades, but why has it not got an XLR route for it to go like a bit like the TC Ampworks pedals, where it had like a direct through, but then it had a cab sim through as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it would be lovely if they all did that.
Yeah, they don't, but they marshalize any amp that you put them into. So, they sound really cool. And like, tune in tomorrow to see if it works with a cab sim, because yeah, that's happening.
I'll see you there tomorrow on Tuesday.
Indeed. Oh dear. Right. We really need to mention this. We need to mention it because Behringer have done it again. Like, they keep doing this where they every week they release another pedal, and I'm putting my foot down now, and I'm saying no, I'm not getting this one. So let's see how long that lasts.
So they've made a cow's favourite pedal.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, the B-tron, of course. It's based on the Mutron 3. It is the auto, the Mutron 3.
No, the what?
The Mutron 3.
Thank you.
Oh geez. It's auto wire envelopey filter kind of thing. If you think, what is it? Higher Ground, Stevie Wonder. Like the kind of.
Sorry, could you do that again?
The wary.
A little bit more oomph.
No,
a bit more gusto.
No, absolutely not. That is as much. Like, if you want any more than that, you have to wait behind the Patreon wall.
You sing it, I'll play it. Beepo.
It's like this so culturally insensitive.
Huh?
This is us being culturally insensitive, miming Stevie Wonder here. Oh dear. But yeah, so you got Stevie Wonder
singing along to a song is not miming.
Bootsy Collins as well used it on his bass tones quite a lot. Apparently Frank Zappa as well used
Frank Zappa used everything.
Yeah. Yes, I don't think it's quite as unique there, is it? But 70s funk basically is what you get out of this. And it is, as they labour quite heavily in the video, a faithful recreation of the old Mutron circuit. Now, we have been bitten once or twice before by Behringer's marketing where they labour a point, but they don't say it specifically. I'm looking at U69 Vibe, where they go, oh yeah, recreating that photo cell lamp circuit is essential to getting the Univibe sound. And that's exactly what you'll find in this circuit, which then has LEDs in it. So I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect replication, but it's going to do the tone, isn't it? It's going to do the tone. You've got 3 modes on it: low pass, band pass, and high pass, I think. Which basically gives you, the low pass is great for bass. The band pass, it kind of sits somewhere between, and then the high pass is basically your guitar mode.
Band pass is everything. But no, you've just got low and high here.
No, there's definitely 3 modes on it.
Oh, at the top, right? Yeah, sorry. Okay, I was looking where it said range because it's got low and high.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I've watched the product demo for it. I know there's 3 modes, and then you've got the the dip switches. They're not dip switches. They're like button presses on the front end as well.
They're toggles. They're one way or another, so they're toggles, aren't they?
Yeah, but in a very retro look as well. And then you've got the peak and the modes. So it's all of these things. Sorry, peak and gain. So all of these things are designed to kind of tune in that also wary envelope. It's gonna do the thing, isn't it? It's gonna do the thing. I've heard the demo. It looks fine.
I love how it has. I know this is because they want it to be authentic as possible, but I love how it has the power on and off, and then the switch. It's
the foot switch.
It's pointless, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna just have one nitpick as well on this, which I have with a couple of the other Behringer pedals, and that is the location of the DC jack. You've got, usually for a pedal, you'd have instrument, DC jack, amp, wouldn't you? You'd have the DC jack would be in the middle, whereas they have it instrument, amp, DC jack, and because the lead that I've got going to my amp is a right angle, it always doesn't sit flush over the top of it because the DC jack's in the way. So,
I mean, you can point it backwards, but I know what you mean. It's annoying. That I played another pedal that had this configuration this week and last week, which was the Death by Audio their reverb.
okay.
And I was like, for a moment there, I was trying to plug the jack into the power input. And I was like, what's going on? And I looked, I was like, that's a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of having the DC in the middle as is normal.
I was just picking this up to show you exactly the same with the Klon. And
it almost makes a bit more sense when they're when they're longer pedals. If they're like let's say, when I say longer, I mean wider from left to right.
Yeah.
Then it kind of makes a bit more sense for the jack to be over to the side a little bit. But on that, the original was wider, but that one's kind of square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sound like Cleveland then, didn't I? Cleveland Brown.
Indeed, you did. It's another really, really affordable one. It's like 60 quid, basically. And
yeah, we'll do a demo of this.
Will we?
My treat.
All right then. Saying, yeah. Like I like a nice auto war tone, but like it's a point now where I've put money down for like 6 pedals within the space of however many months, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, this one will arrive, and your wife will be like, "The fuck." Leave it.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah,
that's what we call him. Our honestly.
Honest to a fault. Honest to a fault.
And we've got a final bit of news this week. It's a bit of news that you'll probably roll your eyes about and tut, but it's Harley Benton. It's exactly. It's Harley Benton ST Modern Plus HH, which is basically their take on the Tom DeLonge, but like,
story done. Bye.
Little bit better. In fact, actually, a lot fucking better. Like, whether or not you're a fan of the fact that it's got 2 pickups rather than 1, because like the Tom DeLonge is known as being like this, like modded Strat with just a single volume, single pickup, very kind of just clean look to it. But these have been designed to be a little bit more than just that, but they have got the aesthetic. So you've got the silver, the it's not Sonic Blue, is it? It's lighter than that, but like Sonic Blue-ish, the seafoam green, the graffiti yellow, and the black as well. So it's in all of
Tails blue.
It's a what? Sorry,
Tails blue.
Yeah, Tails blue. Who? Sorry. You can't say that, Lee. You can't say that.
What?
I'm not spreading rumours about Tails. Right.
It took me a minute.
So, yes. It's got Tesla pickups, but they've got the really big fat like hex pole piece. So they look like
Tesla pickups.
Tesla, yeah. Not that company, no.
Not. These pickups don't like Roman salutes or anything like that, right?
They have absolutely no stance on that at all. But like these are the ones that are kind of taken over from the Roswells, and in fact that SG copy that I've got has got a set of Tesla pickups in them, and they're not bad. Like, I'm not in a massive rush to change them. So, like, good.
They do run on electricity, which is
indeed.
I mean, there is that.
Yeah, but so like you've got 2 of these pickups, and they look like Duncan Invaders, so it's got the look. If you did want to switch them out for Duncan Invaders to get the actual tone of the Tom DeLonge, then like, Go
I
for
can't
it.
believe that's what he actually uses.
What, Duncan Invaders?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he does. Like, massive high output for, like, punky tones. Yeah. He likes an Invader, does, I think.
I suppose if you think about like the Green Day sound, and it's like those two massive Marshalls, it really does. Yeah, you kind of don't think of it really when you're thinking of high gain, high output sounds. You kind of think automatically to like metal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Punk is just like punk, but yeah, I suppose they do. It does work for them.
Yeah. Like, they legitimately like to drive their amps pretty hard. What I did want to mention about these, I mean, like, legit, they're going to be decent instruments because, like, Harley Benton are absolutely knocking it out of the park. They've got a spoke wheel adjustment at the heel as well, which is fantastic. Woo! That wasn't the feature that I wanted to mention. By the way, is it like,
I was like, oh, really? That's cool.
it's got all of the kind of features that the standard ST Modern Plus had, which is like the stainless steel frets, the luminous side dot inlays, like locking tuners and all this pizzazz. But on those, they had a Babbitt's Z bridge, which is like the slightly cheaper version, but like the full contact bridge where you've got those like the saddles that are like driven by cams. So like everything you can adjust. You can adjust like the forward and backward motion, but like the up and down motion using these cams. So it's all like really, really smooth, and it's all adjusted with like the one Allen wrench.
Don't tell Gibson, otherwise they'll make it into a robot.
Yeah, instantly adjust the intonation of your guitar.
While she play.
So like they had those on the standard ST Modern Pluses, but of course the Tom DeLonge's hardtail, isn't it? They've only gone and put the hardtail version of the Babbitt's bridge on, so you get all the cams without the tremolo. So like the really fancy saddles for it, and like high mass saddles as well, without the tremolo arm. So it follows the kind of the hardtail aesthetic and not the feel of the Tom DeLonge, but it is actually a better bridge than they were given on the real version. Which is
what's the price difference between these two guitars?
Well, like the Tom DeLonge Strats were going for about 1,300, was it? It was about that. These are 333.
Holy shit! Can you imagine if Tom DeLonge got a hold of one and he was just like, "Do you know what? I prefer this.
Actually, this is really good." Yeah.
Starts kicking up.
Yeah, but like stainless,
smashing up the Fender. Was it Fender?
Yeah, Fender. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of smashing up his Fender instead, like playing the Harley Bentons.
Like one can dream. But I just thought, like, this is like a legitimate take on that. Like the Tom DeLonge's were like Mexican made, but were kind of rushed out and had some patchy quality control, and they were really quite basic. And Harley Benton have just gone, you know what? We'll do it right. There you go. So you get all of the look of the Tom DeLonge's without any of the issues. So yeah, I'm not going to buy one. I don't.
You say without any of the issues. That's assuming that when they come, that they are without issue.
Yeah.
Hopefully they are, but we can't guarantee that.
No. Like in the name of fairness, yes. However, if they do have like, I don't know, like sharp fret ends or like, I don't know, like wiring issues, you can take that to a tech and get it like full setup, service, rewired, put Duncan Invaders in it, and still come out with about 700 quid's worth of change. So, yeah. I'm not getting one. I don't necessarily care too much about the Tom DeLonge's. and like an HH Stratocaster is not something that I particularly need. But like I'm respecting the game that they've got going on here. Like they are doing for guitar what Behringer are doing for vintage pedals, I guess.
Yeah, in the sense that I know Behringer have had a history of like copying things that exist, but at the moment, what everyone's happy about is they're reissuing stuff that you can't buy anymore.
Yeah.
And what Harley Benton's doing there is saying, well, you can buy that, but I'm going to make it very similar and cheaper, so you buy mine instead.
Yeah.
So they're doing what other companies who I'm not too fond of do, and I struggle with it.
But they've done it. They've not just done a direct copy of it. They've improved on it with a better bridge, better.
They've made it different. Yeah, for sure.
Like it's a two pickup guitar as well, rather than being a one. But it's
I know people will moan about that. Excuse me, sorry. But and I know there is that argument where people say, well, if you've got one pickup, then the magnets are pulling on the strings less, so that you can move around. And you get better sound. I'm like, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but if you've got two pickups and you only want to use one, you can just use one. If you've got one pickup and suddenly think you need two, you're fucked.
Yeah, let me just flick to that neck pickup. Oh wait, it's not there. Oh.
Do you have a tone control on it on the Fender?
No, it's a volume.
Yeah, so you can't even turn the tone down to pretend you've got a neck.
No, you've got a singular tone. Like you've got the one tone that it can produce, and you can have that louder or quieter.
You can change the tone a lot with a volume pot.
You can change the tone with a volume pot. You can't change the tone a lot with a volume pot.
No, you can change the tone a lot. It depends on the pedals you run in, of course, but you can change the tone an awful lot with a volume pot. I mean, I do it every single day. I promise you can.
If you compare it to the amount of tone that you can change with a tone control, it's negligible.
I would say it's more.
Of course you would, because you're a fucking awkward cunt.
I mean, it depends. Like, if you don't have a treble bleed on your volume control, then the moment you start turning down, you drop a bunch of treble.
Yeah. So, it rolls off. It rolls off a bit. Yeah. It rolls off a bit.
Yeah, and that's from like 10 to 9. When you get down to like 0.5 and 1, you've got a vastly different tone than what you're getting at 9 and 10. Vastly different.
Yeah,
people need to learn to use their volume pots properly, because I think calling them volume pots is a misnomer, really. It is a volume pot, but I mean, it would be. I think people should not think of them as volume pots and think of them more as gain controls.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly what they are.
Yeah,
it's exactly how I use my volume. I use it as a gain control.
Yeah, I mean, like I do as well. I'll bring the game back on my setup, because I run like an overdrive pedal. You know which one? I don't even need to tell you which one. But I run an overdrive pedal on all the time, and then I'll roll back the volume to get cleaner sections.
I mean, that's people are like, oh, Hendrix used a fuzz, but it doesn't sound like he's using a fuzz, and it's because he had the fuzz turned up quite a lot, and then he would like roll off everything, like turn the volume pot off, turn it up just a tad, then you get his you get his rhythm sound, and then for the solo, you just turn up, and then there's his like blistering solo tone.
Yeah.
And them vintage like fuzz faces and stuff, the difference between how they reacted to the impedance coming through to them is massive.
Yeah. In fact, for the Fuzzbender demo, I show that off because it's only a 2 knob Well, it's basically one knob, isn't it? Because the other one is volume, fuzz pedal, and I then show off how you can roll back the volume. Hello Sailor Joe was modding the fuzz bender on a recent video that he did on his YouTube channel, and he's used.
Talking about him today, actually.
Yeah. He's a good chap, and he's used. Yeah, absolutely. He's used that clip from my video of me rolling off the volume to kind of demonstrate that these pedals do the thing.
Yeah, I remember when the tone bend Boss pedal, the TB2W.
Yeah,
I remember when that came out, and they were like making a big song and dance because it came out at the same time as I think it was the FZ1.
Yeah.
And they were making a big song and dance about like how they responded to your volume part, and they did, But I mean, it's so important for a pedal to react to your volume part. It's really, really important.
Yeah,
it's one of the best things, and your amp should do as well. And this is one of the other things with the transistor amps. It didn't really respond to use of the volume pots as dynamically as a valve amp.
Yeah. It responds in a different way, doesn't it? It doesn't, like, you don't get that kind of gain roll off thing. It's more of an actual volume at that point.
Yeah, you can turn a nicely crunchy amp into a clean amp just by rolling down, and that's what you should be doing. And then like, if you want to turn that into a driving amp, you just use a boost, especially a nice FET boost.
Yeah, but look, you can achieve that with a pedal that's got a MOSFET in it. But if it's an amp that's got a MOSFET in it, it doesn't respond in the same way.
Yeah, because you're pushing valves with the MOSFET. If you're pushing the MOSFET with another MOSFET, it doesn't respond in the same way. We haven't played these amps. They might be great. They might be the next best thing.
They could be. They could be shit. We've not played them, and all of
Do you know what Joe does make that pushes an amp really nicely?
He makes a Rangemaster. He makes a delicious Rangemaster.
He does. I've got one indoors. It's lovely.
Yeah, I've got one up here somewhere.
I've read one with like a Mario taking a mushroom. Why put that on there for me? I'm not a drugs person. It was like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
He's suggesting things. Yeah, I like Joe. His YouTube content is really cool as well.
Yeah,
like he's been absolutely knocking it out of the park with like his YouTube stuff. So I'd suggest checking it out. I'm not necessarily a big pedal builder guy, but it's kind of got the same kind of feeling I expect that people who watch/listen to ASMR get. So it's kind of.
I thought you were saying watch/, and I was thinking, watch/do what?
Watch/his pedal modification channel. No, like
watch/his ASMR channel.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's a weird chap. Is our Slash. If you've ever been on his Instagram, like it's weird.
I love how he had his own smiley that he made for ages. It was like just like his face with a top hat. He worked out this way to make a Slash smiley.
Nice. But yeah, like it's got a feeling of what I think ASMR is for other people. I watch Joe's stuff and it's like it's calming and it's nice to watch someone who's got the patience and to do the thing rather than me having to sit there with a soldering iron and swear at a circuit that doesn't work.
Do you ever watch Jury Rig Everything? The guy who destroys iPhones and stuff.
No.
He always takes like the latest bit of tech and then just sees like how good it actually is, and like it's a huge channel.
Cool.
He has like the different amounts of like different scratching pens. And it starts with 1, scratches the screen, nothing, 2, and sees at what level the screen starts scratching, checks it for like how, I don't know, how it works for water damage and all these sort of things. And he just rips apart everything, and he does all of the phones, all the latest tech. It's really cool. And he's got this really calming voice as well.
While he's absolutely fucking up new tech.
Yeah, but he does it in a very methodical, very ASMR sort of way.
Yeah, it's
You got
like systematic, but
yeah, I'll find one later and send it over to you. He did the what was the Apple VR headset? The really expensive one that no one bought.
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not massively into tech, so I'm not looking for the cutting edge stuff. Anyway, I think
watch reviews on things I would never buy.
I think that's the internet, though, isn't it? I watch a lot of cat videos, and I haven't got a cat now. Maybe that's the thing. I'm secretly yearning for a new cat. Oh, I miss my cat. Oh, big sad. Big sad.
Bless him. Look, okay, to make Budge feel better, become a patron.
Absolutely.
So you can afford to buy a new cat.
Can buy a new cat. Oh dear.
Buy a cat.
Right, on that bombshell, we're gonna wrap it for this week because we're talking absolute.
Is that what happened to your cat? Was it a bombshell?
It was old age. Is what happened to my cat. Bless her. Oh dear. Right. So we extend a thank you to our listeners at the end of these podcasts, and apparently Lee does a fart by the looks of it.
What the hell was that noise?
It's me messing with the mic stand. I thought you were you had a really concentrated face and you lifted one leg. I thought you were farting.
Oh, I did.
Oh, there you go. Wait.
I was multitasking. I was trying to work out what that noise was. And whilst that noise was happening, I disguised my fart, but obviously not well enough.
Not well enough. No, not well enough. I'm here to bust open the latest scoops here.
See, I think I'm being discreet, right? But my wife she goes, "Don't."
Yeah, that's because you've got a look of concentration on your face, and then you lift a leg. Like
it's like a dog taking a piss.
Yeah. Right, we're degenerating again here. I'm thanking our listeners who have made it this far, and we are tangenting again. I'm going to extend a thank you to affordable.co.uk for sponsoring this episode. Check them out, affordable.co.uk. I'm going to extend a final thank you to our Patreon listeners for as little as $2 a month. As Lee mentioned, you should be one of these Patreon backers. You can be part of the crew and you get your name shouted out on each and every episode. And the current Patreon members are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Tone Effects. We've got the three boys of Boner. We've got Mr. Huge Erection. We've got Mr. Mike Oxlong. We've got Mr. Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gare of the Tone Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot. And we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 and of Pedalboards of Doom. It's actually at PBOD, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, if you want to catch me online, I am Mr. Budget Pedal Chap. You find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads @/Budget Pedal Chap. And of course, this week featured the JCM 800, and tomorrow we'll feature the JCM 800 direct in. And do I know what's coming out on Friday? Maybe I do. If I get it edited, I'm gonna leave you on tenterhooks here. Lee, where can we find you online?
You can find me at #BuyABudgetKitten, and
fuck's sake.
You can find me at Pedalboards Doom. You can find me at Fawn Sound Labs. You can find me at Rockboard, and we've got, for all of these, we have Facebook, Instagram, blah 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 blah. websites and etc., do go and check out the website, the board configurator, and drop in the comments in the Fret Talk podcast group what you think. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what's good, what's bad, because I will fix the damn thing if it's not up to your expectations. So let me know, and let me know what you think about these mods, because I think it's killer. But I want to know if you have what your opinions are. If you like them, do say. If you don't like them, say.
Indeed.
Let me know. This is my job.
Yeah, help Lee do his job.
I mean, I've got to spread the word. I mean, this is my job, spreading the word.
Indeed. I mean, it helps that they're like good products, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah, I'm like a rock board missionary now, aren't I?
I mean, one of my first little gig bag things, not like a guitar gig bag, but like a pedal board gig bag. I had for the foot controller for my Line 6 amps, and I bought it second hand, and the bloke who sold it in a rock board gig bag, and I ended up selling the footboard after I'd got rid of the amps. The bag was so good I kept it, and it was still going strong until I think I had it by probably about 10 years, where like the zip had just started coming away, and I was like, but considering
you got it for free second hand.
Oh yeah, I bought it second hand for free, and it still lasted 10 years. And I had not only because it was like pedal board size, but then had a pouch at the front for all your stuff. I managed, like, I'd put all my cables in there, like all of the additional like gig stuff that I needed. Everything went into that, so it was already like heavy and overladen, and it still lasted.
I got this wicked board the other day, put it in the bag, and realised that you know when you put in your luggage for when you're going on a trip into a luggage bag,
yeah,
and you get those elastic things that like pull up from either side and clip in the middle,
yeah,
to hold your luggage down. It's got that.
Oh,
it's got that for holding like your cables and stuff down tight so don't scratch your pedals and stuff.
Nice.
So that's so cool. And the zip on it is proper heavy duty. You know when you like feel like the zip and it's like, yeah, that's a chunky boy.
Yeah, chunkies.
Yeah, it's got like, oh man, it is so well thought out. I really like the stuff.
Cool. Big thumbs up. So I think that's us for this week, isn't it? So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, that's this guy. From Lee Padabada, who's just let another stink. I mean, you've just...
No, I didn't.
That was clearly a fart. Was it not?
It was... No, it was
Lee, fucking hell.
I think your computer's on fire, mate.
I mean, it would be a really stinky fart if I could smell it from here, wouldn't it? So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Lee Farty Padabadabadoo over there, it will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Bye. Why do we need walkie-talkies? Our relationship is over. Me. Our relationship is what? Over.